What it do? Welcome into the Common Fan. I'm your host, Austin Dunston, here today with Braxton Teal and Colton Teal.
Let's go.
What's up, boys? We are without Nathan Massey today as he is at the beach.
Thank God.
No, he's not. He got furloughed.
Yeah, he got booted. He'll never. No, I'm just kidding. Massey, we miss you. I know you're going to watch. That's the only way you get back on here is
right.
if you watch.
That's right.
But what you guys been up to this week? You had a good week?
Yeah, man. It's just bought a boat.
Yeah, you did just buy a boat.
We did buy a boat.
That's so crazy about how, like, real quick, I don't want to get deep into it, but how quickly that came about.
Bro.
When you get my dad's mind started on something, it's not going to change.
Right.
Oh, yeah. It was literally Monday. It was like, we want a boat. And today, we have a boat. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Let's
all
just
right.
hope it floats.
Yeah, for
honestly,
sure.
At this point.
Yeah.
I think it will. We'll be good.
No telling how many miles they traveled to get that boat either.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's not talk about
We're
it.
not even going to talk about it. Teal, what you been up to this week?
Trying to assist in the boat, but
Yeah.
I guess I'm not too much help because I never went anywhere.
That is
not.
true. He did
Yeah.
text me this morning and said, I can't hang out today. I got to go pick up this boat. I was like, okay.
Did he go, though?
Then he didn't go.
Yeah.
So
Dad
I guess
wouldn't
you were
allow
pretty
me
useless,
to.
huh? You just
He
didn't do
wouldn't allow
anything.
me to.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So, but we did hang out, and we had a conversation. I want to just run this by our viewers and you.
Oh, God.
We were going to the gas station to pick up drinks and whatnot, and Colton looks at me and goes, "I think I could form tackle a cow." I was Colton. I love you, man. You're jacked. You're great shape.
That's not
you,
true.
Yes, it is. You could not form tackle a cow.
No.
There's no
Okay.
chance.
Someone could probably form tackle with the cow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You work out, but you're not form tackling
No
with the cow.
chance, dude. Do you really think you could?
Depends on the size of the cow. And, of course,
No, you don't know how much a cow weighs.
no. But, I mean,
They've got 4 legs, dude. They're firm in the ground,
I'm
man.
mentally stronger than that cow. I'm taking him down.
Well, that doesn't take much to be mentally stronger than a cow, man.
Is this really how
It's-
we're starting off the episode?
I guess so, but that has nothing to
Should
do
we
with mental.
restart?
No,
It was just a joke.
we're leaving it.
It
but
was just a joke.
I was just shutting you down.
Shoot.
You're not form tackling a cow.
I'm form tackling a cow. Full
All right.
sprint.
Okay, well,
All right, we're getting off of it. Why don't you run through what we're doing today?
yeah. So today we're gonna have a pretty cool episode. We're gonna talk about the NHL, how they've come out and said that they're gonna do the playoffs. We'll get into that first.
Let's go.
Then we're gonna go ahead and run a new segment. It's called Overhyped and Underrated. We'll get to that. We'll explain it when we get there. Then third, we're gonna have a guest join us. It's gonna be Miami Marlins organization pitcher Zach King.
Kinger.
Former Raider baseball player at Spring Hill, former Vandy boy, national champion.
Let's go.
He's going to join us via Zoom.
Okay.
We're still doing social distancing here, so he will be with us via Zoom. And then lastly, we're going to finish up with our weekly show and tell and third strike. So first, we're going to go ahead and get into the NHL playoffs. So Braxton, why don't you go ahead and take it away with that?
Yeah, let me pull some notes here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So obviously the NHL announced this week that they are coming back.
Thank God.
Kudos
Need
to them
something.
because we need something,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly, man.
Exactly.
Besides golf.
I'm tired of betting
Come
on
on.
nothing.
Okay.
Virtual sports.
Pro-Am
dude.
golf. Come on, man.
Okay, don't disrespect the match.
It was great.
I dropped
It was
my phone.
great.
I didn't want to get into this, but we definitely can.
Ah,
No? Okay. All right. So NHL announced this week 24-team playoff, which to me is amazing that they're allowing that many teams in because that's over 77% of the teams.
yeah.
Is it usually what, like 16?
It's 18 playoffs.
over-
it's
yeah.
16. Yeah.
Yeah, because over half the league makes it into the playoffs,
Yeah.
but now it's like almost everybody.
Right.
makes it.
There were only like 6, 7 teams.
Seven
that
teams,
Seven
because-
teams that
yeah.
didn't make it.
Yeah, which is awesome to me. Gives everybody a chance.
Yeah. So they announced that they're going to be hosting in 2 hub cities.
Right.
So they also announced what they're considering. So let me run through those. So we got Chicago, Columbus, Dallas, Edmonton, Las Vegas, LA, Minneapolis, Toronto, Pittsburgh, and Vancouver.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's going to end up in Chicago somehow. It always ends
No
up in
way.
Chicago.
Dude, my guess is like Vegas,
Okay. Yeah.
I could see that.
I think
definitely see that.
I could
Vegas,
see that.
because they were supposed to have the draft this year. So maybe
Sure.
send it to Vegas.
Yeah.
They'll make up action and like,
Well, you got to
Dallas, I don't
think
know.
that Vegas has more hotel rooms than anywhere else in our
Yeah.
country.
True,
right?
yeah.
I think it goes Vegas and
That's a
then
good point.
Orlando.
Yeah.
So they have the capacity to house these players.
yeah, for sure.
Because, you've got a
Yeah.
large influx of players coming in. You've got personnel, trainers. I mean, there's a lot of people that travel with the team.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
So I think Vegas is a pretty that stands out to me on the list.
I think that was I heard Vegas, and then I heard like Vancouver.
Well, in exactly what you said, I think the NHL is very traditional.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see them going with a U.S. city and a Canadian city.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
I can see that.
For sure. I got a question for you. I don't know if either of you know this. Are they going to let fans in?
No.
No fans?
No fans.
Dude,
Minimum 50 people per team.
Right. But,
like family and stuff?
I'm just going to throw this out there.
Like staff in general.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to throw it out there. What would be an amazing idea?
What's up?
1 fan per team.
Oh, do they had like
Goodness.
fan tryouts to see
You've
who got to go?
one fan
That'd be
behind
so
the
funny.
bench,
Oh,
painted
yeah.
up. I just picture this big burly dude with a beard,
God.
belly's painted. He's 6 beers deep, just screaming.
I think about the guy that wears the Rene wall. You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about for the
Yes.
Predators? That's who our guy would be, 100%. And he'd just sit
Absolutely.
behind the other guy.
Imagine,
Shout
You
out to that guy.
suck. That'd
imagine
be
2
awesome.
fans on separate sides.
Exactly.
And they're yelling at each other.
Getting into
Yeah.
it.
It's just extremely quiet, and you just hear 2 guys screaming.
Yeah. After one guy screams, they're all hitting their sticks on the board.
That's so funny. But anyway, we kind of got off topic. But
Oh,
go
that's
ahead.
good.
What I'm kind of upset about, obviously we're in Nashville. I really wish Nashville was on that list of what they were considering.
I was hoping you were going to say it, but
But I mean, to me, Nashville obviously just hosted the best NFL draft of all time,
yeah,
hands down.
we'll never be beat.
Never.
Maybe
Ever
a hot
be beat.
take, but it won't be beat.
Yeah.
It was
Won't be
awesome.
beat.
I mean, this year's draft was pretty great when you think.
Shut up, dude! They couldn't even fill the fans
Yeah.
on the virtual screen. But
But I
anyway,
mean,
go ahead.
But Nashville, it's the hot city, everything like that. Preds are known for having very lively fans. I mean, you think of that playoff push we had 3 or 4 years ago when you couldn't see a space on Broadway, things like that.
Yeah,
I think we definitely had the, energy to
Yeah.
host it.
Oh yeah,
I just don't know if we have the facilities to
Yeah.
host it.
Well, see, the thing with having no fans and limited staff is you don't necessarily need the energy.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I'm not too upset if Nashville doesn't host it because what are we gaining from it? I mean, not a ton of revenue.
I
Not a
guess
ton.
that's true.
Well, you've
some
got a
exposure a
ton
little
of-
bit.
Yeah, a
hotel
little, but-
revenue. But I mean,
Obviously.
obviously Nashville's throwing up hotels left and right.
Yeah,
Right.
that is true.
So but I mean, I don't know. We compare to like Vegas or something like that.
Yeah.
But either way, we probably have the hotel space.
Yeah.
The thing I don't think we have is the practice rinks and things like that.
Yeah.
We have Bridgestone. Obviously, they'll play there. But I can think of maybe 2 practice
Yeah.
rinks
Yeah.
around Nashville, and that's within like a 50-mile radius.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
That is true.
I
I would never think about that.
I don't picture Vegas
Yeah.
having a ton of practice rinks, but I've never been there, so
Yeah,
maybe.
I have no idea.
All right, so let's get into kind of what it'll look like. So the teams are expanding. So normally on an NHL roster, you have 23 players,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
In this playoff scenario, we have 77% of the league coming together, and they're expanding the roster to 28 players,
Yeah.
right? So you think you have more goalies, you have, personally, what I love about this is you have a chance for these AHL players, these minor leaguers to come up, really make a difference. Everybody loves the underdog story.
Yeah.
And I can see
Yeah.
teams falling in love with a story like that real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
But honestly, putting in the round robin format, you now create the March Madness.
Oh,
of
yeah.
It's going to be
NHL.
crazy.
The
And I
viewership,
love it.
this might be a hot take,
Yeah.
but the viewership will be more than anything in recent years for at least NHL.
Yeah.
I
for
mean, it will
sure.
be through the roof.
I think so too.
Because I mean, I always watch the Predators, don't get me wrong. And I'll watch, late round. If the Predators get knocked out, I'll watch, maybe semifinal, maybe Stanley Cup final.
Yeah.
But I will watch a lot of this just because, one, it's sports.
Sports
Thank
is back.
God, sports
Right.
is
Yeah.
back. But two, this is just such a unique way of doing things, and it's the first time that it's been done. So, I'm interested to see how it's going to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. And you throw that many teams in it and you're talking short eliminations, people come together, and people that do not watch basketball watch March Madness.
Absolutely.
People that do not watch football watch the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
They watch the national championship.
Yeah.
People that have never experienced hockey will come in, love it.
Yes.
Oh,
It
yeah.
will be
Yes.
heated. It will be violent, and I'm so stoked to
Yeah,
have sports
I
back.
cannot
See,
right?
wait, man.
I think this is just like a genius master plan that NHL just put together, because now you're cheering for almost every single team from a city.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we have 7 cities not included. So that's a
Right.
ton of fans, ton of viewership.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
And then you're adding players for roster size. So it's going to be sprint shifts. It's going to be fights. It's going to be all that. It's going to be hockey like
Yeah.
almost we've never seen before.
Oh,
Exactly.
It's going
yeah.
to be faster.
Exactly. It's playoff hockey is always faster. It's
Yeah.
always more physical. But now you have an expanded roster where you can have these small role players. You can have your enforcer to go out there.
Yeah.
You can have another enforcer to go
Oh,
out there.
yeah.
Exactly.
It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
I
and I'm
cannot wait.
personally stoked
Oh,
just
yeah.
because how unique it is. But my
Right.
question is, do they keep it?
I think that's a question for after we all see how it goes. Once we see how it's going to flow, if it's going to like drag on forever,
Yeah,
like we're
right.
ready for this to be over, because it's already a long postseason. NHL is anyway.
Right.
But this is, given the circumstances, this is kind of a good way to bring back in sports and have a nice long postseason that means a lot.
Right.
But at the end of the day, whenever things go back to normal, are we going to sit here and be like, yeah, well, we want to expand this playoff that's already 2 months, 3 months long?
Yeah.
It's very true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
But then, I guess that lessens the impact of the regular season for the NHL if you keep it.
That's also
Because,
true.
in March Madness, of course, you have 64 teams, but also you have 300 teams
right.
competing to get
Yeah.
to March Madness. So the ratio is just far off from that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
agree.
completely agree. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a way to, push sports back, and it's going
Sports.
to be live, and I'm super stoked for sports.
Sports.
Oh, facts.
We need
That's
sports.
so true.
We
But
love sports.
but-
yeah, but that's a great place to end this first segment. We'll be right back. When we come back, we're going to do a new segment that we call Overhyped and Underrated, and we'll explain it when we get back. We'll see you then. Welcome back into the Common Fan. We are going to do a new segment here today. It's called Overhyped and Underrated. Basically,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So basically what we're going to do is we all try things that everybody loves.
Right.
And sometimes we hate them. So that's going to be our overhyped. It can be anything in the world. It can be with sports related. It can be entertainment. It could be food. It could be anything. You get the idea.
Yeah, there's always that Netflix show out there that everyone's talking about. Everyone's just raving about.
Oh,
you
yeah.
watch it
I
and you
can't-
hate it.
Yeah,
Tiger
I can't
King.
wait to get into I didn't even watch it. We're not going to talk about it. But and we're also going to have underrated, which is something that you might like that other people might not enjoy because they don't know about it or they haven't really tried it or it's just kind of slept on. You kind of get the idea. So we're going to go ahead into it. I'm going to start with my overhyped because it has riled me up for the last 2 days. Okay? There's this movie. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it was #1 on Netflix and it's called Uncut Gems, right? Have you guys heard of it?
I've heard of it, but personally haven't seen it yet.
Got you.
Same
Teal?
here. Same here.
Same here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But y'all you know about it. So it's been
Yeah.
hyped up a lot. There's
Yeah.
also been some bad reviews on it.
Yeah.
But I'm going with it. It is the most overhyped and maybe the worst movie I have ever seen
Worst.
in my entire life.
Wow.
And I'll tell you why. I'm not going to give a spoiler. Okay? No spoilers, maybe kind of a spoiler.
Kind of.
Who knows? We'll see. Spoiler, no spoiler. That's what I'm going to say. So basically, the first hour and a half of the movie, okay, is so unbelievably boring. Like, I watched it with my mom. Also, there's some, like, sensual parts in there, and I was watching it with my mom.
Oh,
so it
don't
got,
you hate that?
Dude, it is the worst. So I was sitting there, and I looked over at my mom, and I just go, this is kind of awkward.
Especially when you're like 14, 15.
Oh, dude, I'm 22. It's still awful.
It's the worst experience ever.
So it started off on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
That was pretty early, and it's over. It's just not going well. But an hour and a half in, I still look at my mom, and I've looked at her for about every 15 minutes and just go, this movie is unbelievably boring. And keep in mind, it's about sports betting.
Oh, really?
Like a lot of it's about sports betting,
Yeah.
and I love sports betting. Let's not get into it.
Yeah.
But then it gets good. It gets good for about 30 minutes, right? And you're in it. and you're like, oh, what's going to happen next? Can't wait. How's this all going to play out? Then the ending is the worst ending of any movie I have ever seen. We're talking Titanic level endings, and it makes the movie suck again. And I hate it more than anything in the world. Uncut Gems, do not watch. 0 out of 10, 0 out of 5, whatever. It sucks. Go ahead.
I'm just going to say, from a guy that's wearing a Ricky Bobby Talladega Nights shirt, I'm personally going to trust that take.
Yeah.
And I won't watch it.
Actually,
go.
he said
No,
that
don't
No.
expose me. Don't expose me. Don't expose
he
me.
said that he doesn't like Talladega Nights.
What?
I know.
I bought the shirt because it's cool, but I'm not a
No.
huge Talladega Nights guy. So
Everyone in this
I can't believe you
world
just
is a
exposed me
Talladega
like
Nights
that.
All right,
man.
so
I
we-
begged you not to.
But I
I
did.
cannot believe you did that to me. I've been backstabbed, bamboozled. I can't believe it.
We
But I did.
furloughed Nathan this week. You're up.
Oh my gosh. Dude, okay, it doesn't matter. That's my overhyped Uncut Gems. Sucks. Brax.
All right, that's fair. All right, so I'm going to go to completely off the wall underrated topics, okay?
Underrated?
Underrated.
Underrated.
Okay,
I'm
we're
going to
going
do it
underrated.
underrated.
I like it. I like
All
it.
right.
Pew, pew, pew.
So
was
this
my
is
It was close.
this is completely off the wall. I don't know why I've thought of these. Both of these involve driving. Two things that I love the most when I'm driving.
Yeah.
Number one,
Oh, God.
it's pouring down rain.
What?
Okay. No.
Okay, I'm gonna let you
not
finish.
done.
I'm gonna let you
I'm not
finish.
done.
Okay.
It is pouring down rain.
Okay.
You're driving and you go under a bridge. In that split second that the rain just cuts out, it's completely silent, and then you hit it again.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
the most satisfying thing in the
Oh
world.
my gosh!
agree.
Had no
I thought
idea
you were
where
a
you're going with
psychopath.
that.
I thought you were a
I love
psychopath.
driving in the pouring down rain, bro. I was like, this guy's crazy, but I know you.
Isn't
it's the
it
most
so
satisfying.
satisfying?
Yeah, it's the most satisfying thing while
That-
driving.
yeah, that's
and when
true.
people use their blinkers,
agree.
that's incredible. I
Yeah.
love when people do that. It's not
Yeah.
very often here in Tennessee.
True.
But anyway, so go ahead.
All
That's,
right,
that
I've
was
got one more with
Yeah, go
driving.
ahead,
One
go
more
ahead.
with driving.
One more
and
with
then
driving.
We'll move on.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so you're pulling up. It's a 2-lane road, right?
Yeah.
You're in the left lane. There's somebody in the right lane.
Right.
There is a stack of cars in the right lane because it's a yellow light.
Mhm.
It's a red light. You're coming. You slowly start to stop. It turns green,
Green.
and you fly
yeah.
past them
That-
all.
Oh, it's like a race. It's like a head start.
Wow.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. I never. Those are things. You're right. Those are off the wall.
Right.
I would have never thought about. Those
How
are
are-
things that everybody enjoys,
Yeah.
but you just don't think about.
Yeah,
Teal, what were you
exactly.
gonna say?
When you were brainstorming this, first of all, were you just like, oh, let's think about driving? Because what in the world, man?
You know, y'all pitched this segment, and I was driving home from work, and I was like, you know, there are a couple. One, it rained on me on the way home to
Wow.
work. Okay.
Oh,
I went under a bridge.
Yep. And then just a
So
ting,
satisfying.
light bulb.
I can't say the second one happened, but the red light thing, I don't know why, but you know, maybe I have
popped up.
lifelong dreams to be Ricky Bobby.
Hey, there you go.
And when
Love
I
that
zoom
movie.
past them people, I
Yeah.
love it.
Oh yeah, there's nothing's more satisfying than just like slowly creeping up and not completely pressing your
Oh,
brakes,
yeah,
and it
yeah,
turning
yeah.
green. Just like I knew that was gonna happen,
facts.
baby. Let's
That's
go.
Yeah.
Teal, go ahead.
All right,
Overhyped
my
or underrated?
overhyped. My
Okay.
overhyped. Extremely overhyped.
Let's hear it.
I hate Panda Express food right now.
Right now,
Hate it.
or like in
What?
general all the time.
Okay. Well, there's times in my life where I've enjoyed Panda Express,
Yeah,
but those are very few and far between.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, but I cannot go to Panda Express and their food's never fresh, never anymore.
Okay, I can agree
Agreed.
with that.
100%. No,
Okay.
you go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead.
And since we're not going to get a sponsorship from Panda Express anymore,
No.
the one in Spring Hill, their service is terrible.
Agreed.
Like,
I
y'all put a smile on your face. Look, life is good.
dude, I don't.
Come on, y'all.
I don't even know if. I mean, my girlfriend loves Panda Express.
Yes.
I think my dad loves Panda Express. I hate.
Really?
And I cannot emphasize
Hate.
this enough. I hate Panda Express.
Yeah.
It is
All right.
awful. There's nothing good. There's nothing
Exactly.
good on
I
the
go to-
menu.
I go to UNA. There's like 3 restaurants on campus, and one is Panda Express. And the one at UNA is slightly more enjoyable than the one in Spring Hill. But
Really?
yes,
That's
but
weird. That's
I know.
backwards.
Don't you think a college just
Man, you've got it wrong.
run down Panda Express should be terrible? But it's not.
Because
got it wrong.
here's a take. Every college food that like we have Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A
yeah.
slaps. Love Chick-fil-A.
Our
Love you guys.
Chick-fil-A is terrible.
See, our Chick-fil-A
What?
our Chick-fil-A is awful too on campus.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
it's
same.
so
I
bad.
I went
Same,
to
same, same.
the Chick-fil-A school. Our
Oh.
Chick-fil-A was on point
I'm
Yeah.
jealous, man.
every day.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous because ours is not good.
Yeah.
But Chick-fil-A, yes, you're right. Chick-fil-A could teach an absolute master class on how to put a smile on your face
Yeah.
and run your restaurant business.
Yeah.
And yes, Panda Express is rolling the dice.
Sucks.
Okay, one out of every 5 times you're gonna get fresh food, but the one time
Five's
you
generous.
do, I'm always appreciative,
Yeah.
and it's always good. Their
Yeah.
orange chicken is good. It's good.
Okay. That's
It's
fair.
good.
Hey, in the words of my good friend, Philip Kennedy,
Oh God.
Oh God,
different
gosh.
strokes for different folks.
Okay.
That's what makes the world go round.
dear Lord.
Shout out Philip.
Shout out
Let's-
Philip, the boy.
let's
We'll get
move
yeah.
on.
You'll get a at
The guy.
probably.
But
right.
anyway, I'm gonna go with an
Yeah, let's keep it
underrated real
going.
quick.
Let's keep it
so,
going.
obviously, people love Chipotle, and I'm not saying Chipotle is
Chipotle
underrated.
is my life.
Yeah. See, exactly. Chipotle is my life. That little
Yeah.
kid, legend.
It's great.
But anyway, I hated Chipotle. I don't know if you guys remember the time when I remember
Yes,
a point in
for
time.
sure.
I do.
Yeah, I
He was so
hated.
pro-mo, anti-Chipotle.
Yes.
Hated Chipotle, man. And then they got that E. coli thing, and I was like, yeah,
You were a
Yeah.
huge
Screw
Moe's
Chipotle.
fan, weren't you?
I still love Moe's.
I still love Moe's.
But hear me out. I had a burrito the other day that was half chicken
Mm-hmm.
and half steak from Chipotle.
Okay,
And-
when you say this, is it chicken steak
Mixed
or is
together.
it all mixed together?
Mixed
Okay,
together.
Okay.
And it is the best burrito I have ever had in my entire life. I absolutely love Chipotle.
To win
Like-
the wave, brother.
Me and Colton ate Chipotle the other day, actually yesterday,
Yeah.
and we sat in the car and we ate it and we finished our huge burritos in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we've learned a couple things. Number one, we're not getting a sponsorship from Panda Express.
No.
Or no.
Chipotle's still on the table.
Chipotle, please.
Hit us
And
up, man.
I'm
Hit
a
us
Chicken
up.
steak, chicken
psychopath
steak.
because I like driving in the rain.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, for sure. But Brax, you want to go ahead? You got another one for us? or
Yeah,
no?
yeah. I
Okay.
want to go overrated. I like to mix it up.
I like
so
that.
I'm going overrated, and when I mean overrated, extremely overrated.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get a look here, and if you're viewing this, I'm sorry, but what is overrated? Buffets.
What?
Yeah, for sure.
No. Whoa.
no.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yes.
Hold the phone, baby.
Okay, time
Let him.
out.
You need
No,
to explain some more
okay.
before I come out of my chair, man.
Every single buffet you've ever been to is welcome to our buffet. Nothing is great, but eat your little heart out at
Yeah.
our average food.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Don't forget your diabetes on the way out the door. Eat everything in sight. Nothing is
Hey.
great.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Name
sure.
one good thing you've had from a buffet.
Here's the thing, everything, because even though it's average, you can have as much of that average thing as you want. So I'd rather have average chicken and have as much average chicken as I can bear.
Okay.
I'm talking popping out of my freaking jeans, man.
All right.
And then that could be taken a couple ways.
This
I
is
meant,
very torn.
Yes.
yeah, but anyway, then go to like I don't know, Chick-fil-A. That's different. Not Chick-fil-A, like a KFC and get great chicken, but only a couple pieces.
Yeah, yeah.
100% of the time. So it's
Well-
not about the quality, it's the quantity, and I love buffets.
Okay.
I disagree.
I
disagree.
disagree. Shall I go?
Absolutely.
Shall I
Go ahead.
Please, because I am on the edge of my seat.
Extremely underrated for me. And I'm going to sound so stupid saying this. British crime television shows.
I have never understood why he likes them.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
No, I do.
Okay.
British
so-
crime?
Just a couple to name off. The Stranger, The Five, and Safe.
My eyes twitching. I don't know if you can see
I'm
that.
sorry.
My eyes twitching.
I'm sorry.
Because no one.
Like, are you talking about on
Understands.
Netflix?
Yes.
Yes.
Like crime,
Yes.
like mafia type things?
No, not necessarily like.
Because Peaky Blinders is a great show.
All right, so
See, I was gonna watch that.
So are we talking like Criminal Minds, but in an English setting?
Not really. It's more of a. I don't know how to describe
I've
that.
watched one. I will admit, I've watched The Stranger. I
Stranger.
believe.
Yeah.
I believe I've watched it, and to be honest, it was fairly.
It's all
good.
like murder mystery stuff. So like you're trying to figure out who's the killer. And I love that type of stuff. Like I watched Knives Out last night and I love Knives Out because it was just
Also, don't know what that is.
I have no
Oh
idea
my
what
gosh.
you're talking about.
It's
But
an American movie.
Hey, good for
believe
you,
it or
man.
not.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, join the wave, everybody.
But
So,
I do like
join
Peaky
the wave.
Blinders. Okay, so we're out of time on this segment. But do you, I don't have another one, have one that you actually have to get out there? Are we good?
Let's roll a quick one.
Roll a quick
Yeah,
one.
let's
Go.
do it.
Let's do it.
Number one, overrated Captain Crunch. Underrated Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Ooh.
And what is very underrated, being able to poop when you're home alone.
Dude, that's
Door
like,
open, man.
You know what?
Door
We're just
open.
going to leave it at that. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Right after we get out of this break, we're going to have Zach King, Miami Marlins organization pitcher. He'll join us for an interview.
Kinger.
So hang with us. We'll see you then. We'll be right back. Welcome back into the Common Fan. We are joined now by former Raider baseball player, former Vanderbilt baseball player, national champion as well.
Let's go.
And current Miami Marlins organization pitcher, Zach King. What's up, Zach? Good to see you, man.
Ooh.
What's up?
How you doing, guys?
Man, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. About yourself?
Not bad. Just playing some poker, hanging out.
I
Have fun during this quarantine, I guess.
Yeah, I like the outfit, man. You look fresh.
First time wearing it was my uncle's, so
Yeah.
You look
Oh.
real athletic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You look like you hit dingers, not just thrown 95.
Yeah. I've been hit since freshman year high school. So
It's okay.
Hey, that's
definitely
okay.
not-
Yeah.
Hey, pitchers are athletes too, right, guys?
Right.
There you go.
guess. What do you
Anyway,
mean?
we just got a couple questions for you, man. I'll go first. What's quarantine been like training wise? What you been up to trying to stay in shape?
Yeah, so like the first 2 or 3 weeks, the facility that I go to is closed, so I had to do like home workouts, which was kind of brutal, just because you can't really do much
Right,
except for probably run and like push-ups and stuff. But
Yeah.
I mean, hanging out with family though and friends, like having this downtime is kind of nice. So, but now I have a facility up in Brentwood off of Mallory Lane, and just go every morning, Monday
Oh.
through Friday, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty much it.
Nice, man. Nice. Brax, you want to hit him with one?
Yeah. All right. So, Zach, obviously, we've kind of grew up together. We know your history, things like that. But for people who don't, you went to Vanderbilt. My first question is just kind of about recruiting. Was Vanderbilt always the choice in your mind, or was it, did you weigh your options heavily, or was that kind of an easy decision?
Actually, I became a Vanderbilt fan. It was Austin. It was your birthday. Me, you, Colton went to a game. We did that little dance.
The chicken dance,
off.
man. Yeah, bro.
I knew it'd come out.
I had a blast that day, and I mean, honestly, I didn't think I was good enough to go to Vanderbilt like freshman year. It was not even in the picture.
Right.
But I was looking at like Western Kentucky, MTSU, things like that, and then I guess I just got lucky, and so that's what happened.
Dream come true. That's
Yeah,
straight.
man. That's awesome. I can't believe you brought up the chicken dance contest.
that's
Do you
great.
remember who
Oh, yeah.
won the chicken dance contest?
I didn't participate, so I
I
couldn't.
think it was
win.
Austin Dunston.
It was Austin. You're daggum right. It was Austin Dunston. But anyway, Till, go ahead, hit him with a question.
I know you said you had a lot of extra time during quarantine. So how's your golf game been improving?
Oh, it's not good.
I feel you on that.
I'm wasting a lot of money.
Oh yeah,
Throwing away
A lot,
balls.
absolutely.
a lot of lost balls.
Yep. So,
It's not.
That's
but
part
it's
of
fun
it.
though. I enjoy it.
I got a question. Do you hit lefty?
I hit righty.
Do you
Wow.
really? That's
Yeah,
crazy. 'Cause
every
I
time
hit lefty.
I would like splice, and I just couldn't control the ball. So,
Really?
I mean, I can drive off the tee box pretty well,
Yeah.
and then I bring my irons out, and the balls just get lost after that.
Dude, that's all of us,
See, we
man.
need to go to play.
Oh yeah, we need to go play sometime for real.
Yeah, y'all been to the course out in Summertown?
I've heard about it. Actually, my girlfriend's dad loves that course.
Like $28, and it's like super nice.
Really
So
interesting.
that's where I've been going.
We'll have to do that sometime
Yeah,
for
for
sure. So I got another question about your time at Vandy. Aside from obviously winning a national championship, what's like your favorite memory or favorite thing about your Vanderbilt baseball experience?
Honestly, just like meeting all the guys. I've met like lifelong friends through school, and even guys who didn't play baseball, I became close with. And I just made a lot of friends. It was fun. School was hard, and
Yeah, I
isn't
bet.
really my forte, but I had a fun experience.
Yeah, man. Brax, go
So,
ahead.
Yeah. All right. So obviously we've kind of mentioned you won a national championship at Vanderbilt. First off, kudos to you. That's amazing. But I kind of want to talk about the Louisville game to get you into the finals.
Yeah.
The Luke Smith, the pitcher for Louisville.
Yeah.
Emotions were high, benches almost cleared. Like, kind of walk me through that scenario. Is there any insider stories? Do you know anything about it?
Honestly, I didn't even know it happened until after the game. I hopped on Twitter.
Oh, come on.
Really, dude?
I was out in the bullpen,
Right.
which was like a mile away. So we were just like messing around with the pitching coach and just not really paying attention to the game, kind of. And so yeah, I didn't know, but I have some friends now that played for Louisville, and they were like, dude, he shouldn't have ever done that. Like,
Yeah.
that's not who he is and everything. So,
I mean, it sparked y'all, you know?
Yeah, true. It hurt him in the long run. huh?
Right. I mean, baseball is truly a game of, emotion and runs sometimes.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
definitely-
karma's a real thing.
That's right.
Oh, absolutely. The baseball gods will
That's
get you,
gonna
man.
be a soundbite right there. Karma's a real thing. Congrats, Zach. So obviously, with all that MLB's been going around here lately, I saw that the Marlins organization guaranteed minor league players at least $400 weekly, which a bunch of organizations didn't. So, how did you feel about that when it came out?
Yeah, I mean, even being in minor leagues, you don't get paid. It's like minimum wage, if
Right.
not even that. So, I mean, it's a little something. I think that it was the A's, right? The Oakland A's aren't paying their
Yeah,
teams after
yeah.
Right.
But yeah,
There's
but
been a bunch after that just say they're not going to pay, but it's crazy.
actually, and David Price,
I
the
saw-
Dodgers, he's giving
Yeah.
out $1,000 to every minor leaguer.
Right. I was about to say that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I got a question, man. What's your organization telling you right now? Do you see a return to baseball anytime soon, or they letting you just kind of just holding you in place, or what's the word right now around the league?
Yeah, so we have a coach that it was like they furloughed like half their staff.
Yeah.
So I think one coach has a bunch of kids they have to talk to every Monday. But we just have to send them our daily, like what we've been doing daily and stuff. I heard that there's a 99% chance there won't be a minor league season.
Really,
Oh, goodness.
man.
A bunch of big leaguers don't even think they're going to be, they're not even close to starting the MLB season just
Yeah.
because of how they're always asking for a pay cut.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
First it was like 50%, and they were like, all right, that's fine. And then it was like another 30, and they were like, no.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a long thing for them.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
we're doing that. So probably no season, but they said they might have like a camp in the fall for a month and a half.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a waiting game right now.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
other than like being in, drafted and being in the minor league and working your way up, like that being a dream come true, this is probably like the worst time for it to be your first year, like
Sure.
in professional
Yeah.
baseball. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah, but
absolutely.
I hope that's like not discouraging or anything, man. You're repping the Spring Hill logo real nice right now. Where you're helping us out by being on here. You're doing real well, man. It's been great to talk to you, dude. Y'all got anything else to add?
Yeah, let's hop on the links. But other than that, good to
Yeah.
see you and best of luck.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Hey,
Appreciate
thank
having
you,
me.
man.
All right,
Thanks,
man.
buddy.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
See you, Zach.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna take a really quick break, and we'll come right back with some more Common Fan. Welcome back into the Common Fan. Shout out to our guy Zach for joining us here today. Great interview, great guy. We're gonna go ahead into our segment that we did last week. We're gonna do this, I think, every week because I love this.
Yes.
I mean, it's been good.
It's been good. So Colton's gonna do it. It's show and tell. Colton, take it away.
Okay. Exact storyline that I saw today.
Okay.
I'm
Indian monkeys have stolen coronavirus blood test samples after attacking lab workers.
Pause.
Yes.
Did you just say Indian monkeys?
Indian monkeys.
have stolen what now?
Coronavirus blood test samples from lab workers after attacking them.
scared. Dude, when you really think about it, monkeys are terrifying.
Absolutely, man. I won't even watch
Yeah,
Planet
yeah.
of the Apes. Won't even do it.
Yeah.
I would love to have a pet monkey.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be so cool. But at the same
Yeah.
time, he
That's a
has
risk.
every capability of just overpowering me
oh
and just
yeah.
taking me out in my sleep.
It's like having a kid. Like it
But
literally,
a
it's
big, strong, like,
like it's smarter than a kid.
Yeah.
Like the average kid is kind of dumb. Not gonna lie.
exactly.
Like this monkey that we're talking about, in my mind, is eons smarter than a kid.
Exactly.
So go ahead.
All right,
go back to it.
Explain.
Yeah,
Explain.
yeah,
Sorry.
Say the
about
tagline
that.
again. Say it one more time.
Okay, Indian monkeys have stolen coronavirus blood test samples after attacking lab workers. Okay, first of all, that sounds crazy.
That's a
It's,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
it
All right.
is.
So apparently, they're doing antibody tests on monkeys to see how effective vaccines will be.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
And during this process in an Indian lab,
They didn't like it.
a group of monkeys apparently was not too happy
Right.
with their being tested on, and they stole these blood test samples and broke out. Apparently now
It's literally
they're out in the
Planet of the
wild,
Apes.
and researchers are worried that these monkeys will further spread the virus.
No.
And they think that they exposed the scientists to some blood test samples that could be filled with coronavirus.
Oh.
Dude, that's wild.
It's completely wild.
Oh, this is like a nightmare.
Exactly.
This is like
We've
there's
seen
literally
this- we've
monkeys
seen
out
this
there that
movie.
can kill.
We have seen
We
this
have.
movie.
It did not end well, I don't think. This is awful. This is worst case scenario.
Oh, yeah.
Time
Why
travel?
would we choose monkeys?
I don't know.
Time travel.
We could just be nice to Caesar.
Pause.
We're-
Pause. Pause. What? It literally, we were talking. He just goes time travel. Time travel. What are you talking
Time
about?
travel, right? So
What do you-
how? Okay, I'm gonna go down a major
Okay.
rabbit hole.
You
here.
might
Take my
have to. 'Cause
headphones
I-
off.
Deep dive central here.
Yeah.
The Simpsons. Okay, think of how many things
Oh.
these
Everything.
Simpsons have predicted.
Everything, which is so crazy.
Everything, right?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
weird.
The same person that time traveled and figured out all these things for the Simpsons has seen this play out, and then
Stop.
Planet of the Apes
Stop
happens.
it.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Time travel.
You didn't have to say it.
I think I'm clearly the conspiracy theorist of the group.
I love
so
it though,
we're
but that's
here.
terrifying.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah.
actually terrifying. But why couldn't they do like guinea pigs? Okay, wait. First of
I
all,
guess-
PETA, don't come at me. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but we're trying to
exactly.
save
We're
lives
sorry.
here. We're trying to save lives.
Exactly.
We're not testing like hairspray, right?
Okay,
and
well-
lipstick on guinea pigs. This is to save lives.
Exactly, yeah.
So I feel like this is a good time to test on
Yeah.
an animal if there ever is a good time.
Yeah.
To
Well,
be fair, you know what I'm saying? But
I see what you're
why
saying.
monkeys, man? Why
I
monkeys?
guess monkeys are really, really close to what humans like blood acts like. So
I guess.
I
yeah.
guess if they have similar symptoms,
I mean, they
and
probably have
stuff
the
like
closest DNA to any other animal
Exactly.
out
Yeah.
there. So
I
I
mean-
mean, that makes sense, I guess.
that. Yeah.
I guess, but dude, that is just
But
bad
terrifying.
idea
just,
written all
just
over.
picture
it.
something. You're like out in the middle of the Indian forest. You just see these monkeys just throwing vials at you. Turns out they're filled with coronavirus. So
and you're doomed.
yes, that is
Oh,
terrifying.
Yeah, what, go ahead. Go ahead.
Monkeys are, there is a broad range of
Yeah.
monkeys.
Yeah.
There are monkeys, and then there are monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll make sure I retweet that article so the viewers
Yeah.
can see it. But
Do
it's that's crazy.
That
like,
is-
never expected.
I don't want to be there.
No chance. And I just I don't see how they didn't see this coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like this is something that could have been very easily
Yeah.
prevented, and something that they should have seen. These monkeys, like, hey guys, these
They
monkeys
had
are kind
no
of smart.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
pissed off. They might run away. They might try to kill us.
I do have a question about
You know
it,
what I
though.
mean?
I wonder if it was just one lab worker and they just straight up mugged him because they were just like,
It's
all
just
these
like the
monkeys were
classic
throwing
movie
hands.
scene.
Yeah.
Monkeys are just throwing
Just
hands.
jumping
They
'em.
steal the
Just jumping
keys.
'em.
They get out of the cages. They
Oh, yeah.
unlock their friends.
I just want to know how this happened.
Dude,
Exactly.
I like to imagine it's the one guy that is terrified of the monkeys. So they're
He's just
leaving.
the
They're like,
intern
hey,
at
they're
the
like,
lab.
they're like, hey, Alfred, stay here overnight. Watch the monkeys. We'll be back 6 a.m.
Stop.
And he's like,
stop right now.
God.
Stop right now.
go ahead.
This is an
Conspiracy theory.
Indian lab, and you just use the lab worker name of Alfred.
Okay. Dude, that could be whatever.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
mean,
matter. But Alfred's
knows?
sitting there, and he's just like, oh God, oh God, what was that? What was that? Boom, monkey attack. It's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like an awful situation to
Yeah.
be in.
Terrible.
You know what I
Terrible.
mean?
I don't want to. Yeah.
No.
No.
But anyway, let's go ahead and get into third strike. That's a great place to
Third
end the
strike,
show.
Let's
baby.
roll it.
Teal, give us your third strike. Let's go.
Okay, MLB, you're ruining your sport. So, first of all, there's not enough kids that want to play right now. So, what do you think not giving your players their money and not paying your minor leaguers is going to do?
Yeah.
You're just going to kill it further. So, make your players and make your marketing the league's priority, or unless you're going to kill the sport.
Fair. Good point.
Retweet.
Go ahead.
All right.
Third
So,
strike.
I mean, why would I change it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Coach Doug's
Oh, no.
win that natty.
Dude,
Oh, my
I'm going
God.
to change mine up, but I'm going to have
Thank you.
2 third strikes.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
have like a
That's fine.
Like
you
a-
can have a drop third strike.
drop third strike. Love that. So my third strike is Coach Doug's doesn't count. He doesn't count. not real.
It's fun to
Go
watch.
And my
Big
drop
Orange.
third strike is Fiji water is the best water in the entire world. It is actually the Earth's finest water, and I love it. Fiji, if
Sponsor.
if you're somewhere out there, I love you.
Sponsor.
Okay, thank you guys all for joining the Common Fan. That's all we've got for this week. We'll see you next time. Peace
that
out.
natty.
Bye-bye.